With this video, we'd like to give you an overview of Weagree's video tutorials on how to insert your templates into the Weagree Wizard. This set of tutorials explains the basic and essential features of building an efficient template and an effective Q&A to be answered by users. Please take a moment to see which video tutorials may be relevant for you alongside the general introductory tutorials. The Clause Library. At the heart of building your templates is the clause library of the Weagree Wizard. It contains those building blocks that form an essential part of your contract know-how and that you'll want to reuse in several templates. In a dedicated video tutorial, we'll explain how to organize your clause library in such a way that both users and administrators are able to find the model contract clauses they need. There's one important remark to be made before you start inserting your clauses in the clause library, which has to do with the way you refer to the parties to a contract. If a sales-related contract clause might potentially be inserted in a contract where the seller is referred to as service provider or licensor, you'll enjoy the full benefit of your clause library if you adopt our concept of GQ Party 1 and GQ Party 2 as explained in the tutorial about party details and CRM-related information. Q&A optimization. The Weagree Wizard makes it possible for multiple administrators to insert one and the same model contract into a template. This reduces the implementation time considerably. But the template insertion work can be further subdivided amongst your team members. There's a valuable functionality permitting a senior legal counsel to withdraw from template insertion. In a separate dialog screen, they can focus on the formulation of the Q&A elements only. How to work with this Q&A focused dialog is the subject of a dedicated video tutorial. House style settings. The look and feel of your cover page, the information to be inserted in headers and footers, the way captions are to be formatted, what text is to appear above the list of annexes or a table of contents, and whether a contract should refer to buyer, customer, or licensee rather than the party's short name is determined by the contract house style. In a brief video tutorial, we'll demonstrate how to change house style settings. Captions. If you didn't already know, the 2 or 3 worded descriptor of a contract section is called a caption. To keep their formatting consistent across all contracts, the Weagree Wizard treats these clause headings as a separate element. For the sake of completeness, we made a brief video tutorial about them. Cross-references. Thanks to a unique technical approach, the Weagree Wizard creates fail-proof cross-references. Inserting cross-references is intuitive, but in a number of complex cases, the video tutorial may help you out. It also explains how to apply specific formatting options to cross-references. Definitions. Weagree treats definitions as contract know-how. Accordingly, the Weagree Wizard deals with them in another way than with ordinary contract clauses. Definitions are stored in a separate library, and you need to trigger them simply by inserting a tag in the template. In the video tutorial, we'll show you how to create or edit in the definitions library, how to make cross-referring definitions, and how to make sure that all definitions are grouped alphabetically in the list of definitions, in Article 1, at the end of your contract, or in a schedule. Schedules and annexes. Schedules and annexes, as such, are also treated as contract know-how, stored in a separate library. The video tutorial is dedicated to creating and editing annexes and schedules, to placing tags in order to insert them into your template, and to what to do with annexes referring to or containing other annexes. Party details. The Weagree Wizard contains a party database with which you can synchronize CRM-related information. How this integration is done is the subject of a forthcoming video tutorial. But what's already available in a separate video tutorial is what you need to know when building your template. How to tag contracting party details, how to refer to either a short name or a functional party reference, how to bypass the contract property screen when entering the Q&A, and what to do in case of numerous parties to a contract. Choices and checkboxes. When you build your questionnaire, you have quite some Q&A tooling at your disposal. Most of it works entirely intuitively, and we therefore demonstrate these tools in the general introduction video tutorials. To get the most out of your questionnaire, you may need to do a lot of tailoring through choice-style questions, namely radio buttons, drop-downs, and checkboxes. In large complex contracts, this may be inevitable, as choice-style questions are an important instrument to tailor the resulting contract with. Whilst inserting this type of Q&A questions is easy, in 3 video tutorials we'll give you a number of suggestions how to make your questionnaire even more effective. Regarding checkboxes, we'll explain how enumerations can be separated and how you make sure that the penultimate separating word and or is inserted between the correct items. The advanced level tutorial shows you that choice questions can be used for inserting complete articles and series of contract clauses, and explains how to filter out certain choice options for users with a low authorization level. Global questions. To prevent one and the same question having to be answered more than once during the Q&A, the Weagree Wizard introduced the concept of global questions. They make it possible to merge a range of model contracts into one single template. Another important function of global questions is that they allow the user to uniformly insert one term throughout the entire contract. The subject of global questions is of such importance that it's covered by 2 video tutorials. The first introduces global questions and explains how to create and edit them. Then it explains how to distribute an editable value consistently throughout a contract by answering just one global question. The second video tutorial tells you how linking local choice questions to global questions works, how default answers to local choice questions can be influenced, and how to postpone the place where the global question is asked in the chronology of the questionnaire. Tables. Tables are one of the most complicated elements in Word documents. At the same time, a table with no borders is a useful instrument to ensure a perfect alignment of signature blocks. Nonetheless, it isn't advisable to copy-paste your Word tables into the Weagree Wizard. To avoid the inconveniences associated with tables, Weagree has developed a solution that makes sure that formatting ends up correctly. In the video tutorial, we'll explain which types of tables you can choose from and how to set the width of a table's columns. Columns. Where a contract contains small print text such as general terms and conditions, often to be inserted in an annex, you'll most likely keep it more readable by printing the text in the form of columns. Authorization levels. Throughout the Weagree Wizard, you can limit accessibility or visibility of templates, certain Q&A questions, and individual Q&A choice answer options. In a separate video tutorial, we'll explain how. The terminology used in the Weagree Wizard and in the video tutorials. For your better understanding, there are certain words you'll hear during our tutorials that have a wizard-specific meaning. When we speak of organizing, we mean managing, as in creating, editing, deleting, or inserting into templates. When we speak of tags, we mean a word or words enclosed in brackets that are particular to the wizard and that lead to any of the following 3 results. Firstly, to triggering a question during the Q&A. Secondly, to text or other contract elements being inserted into your contract from one of your know-how libraries or database. Or thirdly, to other intelligent functions working in the background of templates, such as a cross-reference. The first part of a tag typically indicates whether it relates to a certain Q&A question, a definition, an annex, a cross-reference, and so forth. The Weagree Wizard inherently organizes your entire contract know-how. One of the most prominent aspects of your contract know-how is the clause library, with so-called global building blocks. Universal contract building blocks that can be reused throughout your templates and that you can insert into your template as you go through the questionnaire. Our all-encompassing name for radio buttons, drop-downs and checkboxes is choices. We hope you'll find our video tutorials useful. Please browse through the titles of the tutorials to know what you may need to watch. Even though the Weagree Wizard is highly user-friendly, before initiating a new functionality, consider watching the related video. We're regularly adding new functionalities for which the video tutorials will be updated, but which may also affect the actual screens of the Weagree Wizard. If you have suggestions for improvements of our tutorials, please let us know. Enjoy, and thank you very much.